This is Irontrader. Now the pitch just closed here at 2:30 as about 20 minutes ago. So we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels will be posted. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, buy the ETF. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude oil, your daily chart. Now, before we get started here, the OPEC meeting here is on October 4th. So you want to keep your eye on that very, very sharply, I might add. And tomorrow, the API report will be out at 4:30. Okay, here we have the daily chart. Let's see what we've got here. Well, we put a topping tail in here. Right here, that was basically on the contract roll. It rolled right up and then fell right down. Okay, and then we had Friday, big red candle, another big red candle, and these are a series of lower highs and lower lows. Never good. Now, today's low here was 88.46. Okay, so you want to watch this candle right here, Okay, so this is basically 88.19, and we want to watch this candle right here. This is 88.07. Okay. That is your next support level, okay? So if that is lost, okay, then what we want to do is look to this candle here. You have 87.22. We have 86.71. You have 86.15. We come to this candle here. You're looking at 85.02. And then we looked at the top of this candle here at 84.89 because that was your breakout candle. And then we have your 50-day sitting at 84.55. Okay, so this here will be, you have to watch this area here very, very closely. If that is lost here, then we just come down here to your next level here, your next level here, and then your big support level here at your 50 SMA here. Now, your 8-day here, well, it looks like it's going to roll over here, but, you know, we got to wait and see. It looked like that earlier here last week, and it didn't roll over. But if it crosses this 21-day on the downside, like it did here, well, then it's good night, Irene. She's going to go lower. The price is going to go much lower. Okay. Now, I've been pointing out here for weeks and weeks and weeks this negative divergence. So I said the next time when this goes up high here, we got to see if we get a higher high, and then what is it going to do to affect this RSI here? So what we did is it went up here, and then it put a real high in on your RSI. Then it went even higher here, and it put a lower. See that negative divergence? That's the first tell right there that she's going lower, and you've got to be on the short side of this. Now it's just falling right off the map here and looks like it could retest here a lot lower. Now we look on the MACD here, same thing. Look at that the green over the red. That's very, very negative. That's just like we had here, and it ended up just like we had here, and then you're fighting it, okay? So if that 8 SMA crosses below that 21 SMA here, you could be just like this, and then we have them bear flag situation, trying to fight it until you can get the breakout to take it on up. Now, let's just look at the upside. So the key level here on the upside is going to be this 21 SMA here, sitting at 89.46. Right above that is this 8 SMA here, sitting at 90.65. So watch the 21, okay, on the upside. Watch that 8 SMA here, because it could be just like this where it goes up, gives you a fuller, and then just right on down, and then you get this series of lower lows and lower highs like we have going on here. Now, again, if you can get above, then you want to look to this candle right here. You're sitting at, look at the low of that, that's 91.39. That today's high, you had 91.88. Then what we want to do is we want to come over and look to the top of this candle here. This is 92.43, very, very critical candle. And then we look here at 93.10, and then we have 94.17, and then your retest up there at 95.03. Okay, that is your upside, but all that is meaningless unless you can close above the 21 to start, and this 8 SMA here, that is going to be key. Now, again, if it rolls over here, then say goodnight, because she's going to come right on down. Now, this is the time of the year here where you just don't have the demand. Everybody is looking here at the OPEC here, you know, with the extended cuts. But if you don't have the demand for gasoline, or you don't have the demand for the crude oil at this thing, it's very seasonality here. So the only thing that would be in demand here would be the natural gas here, if we have some kind of a really cold winter or something on that, you know, to throw a little wrench in her. Okay, well, let's take a look here on a weekly here chart and a monthly chart. Okay, your monthly chart here, well, we got to take a look here. Okay, it's doing good here so far. You're still above all your key SMAs, but the critical one is going to be right here, 87.02. Okay, there's your 21 SMA. If that's lost, you can come all the way down to this 8 SMA here, so keep that on your back burner, but just watch that 21 day. Very, very critical on a closing basis, but again, that's for the month. Now, the month just started, so you got plenty of time. All right, here, like on your weekly chart here now, well, first of all, you can look like on your MACD here. You're starting to roll back over here. We got to see if it's going to roll completely over or what that's going to do. Your RSI here is rolling over here. That is two good signs. That's not good. Now we have a red candle here so far for the week here, but it's again, it's early. So what you want to do here on the downside is watch this key 8 SMA, 86, 87. You want to watch this 100-day here at 86.14. Okay, very, very critical. If that is lost, okay, and then we want to come to this 21-day at 79.32. Then right below it here, you got 78.54 is your 50-day here. But again, this so far, your 8-day is still all above everything. Your 21-day is working itself up here, and we could have the same kind of a scenario here where you just sell down, but you hold the key SMAs here, and then you can just rally right back up. But we don't know here. This was a different time of the year here. You know, that was in August versus what you got going on here now. So just be very, very careful. Don't be afraid to short it. To me, I shorted it here because you have that topping tail going on here. So it doesn't really make a lot of sense unless you can close, you know, above this key level here. So the key level here that you really need to close above here, okay, this is that 93.74, but this is the level right here that you need to close above right here, okay? That's that 95.05. If you can close back above that, then we have right here, you have 95.76, you have 97.66, and then we just come right over here, you have 98.65, and then we have 199. Always look at 100. That's it's kind of like a number people look at. And then you want to look at 101.88. Okay, so level to level, but unless it closes back above here, this 95.05. This was 95.03, so you knew where your resistance levels was. So if it goes above that, then you can go higher. But until then, you know, it's just going to go sideways to down. All right, let's take a look here to see what natty gas did today. Okay, natural gas here, your hourly and your 4-hour chart. Now, you know, I've been pointing out right here, this candle right here, 2.85. So Friday, it got down to it. It got down to 2.855, a higher low, and there was a nice, good scalp all the way on up. Now, you notice that it just couldn't do nothing up here, okay? So if you really look at this, and there's your left shoulder, there's your head, there's your right shoulder, and boom, down she comes. So when she comes up here, it just couldn't rally up here, you know, and made lower highs, which says she's going to go down. Okay, so now you're down below all these key SMAs here. So really the target is going to be here is going to be this 2.77 area. If it keeps on going lower, that's your 200 SMA here. And then I always point out where this is 285 was your gap. And then this is your fill right here, sitting at that basically 2.66. That's where you have to look at it if this 200 SMA here is lost. Now, on the upside here, well, you want to look at that 8 SMA here, 2.87. You want to look at 2.89, your 21, 2.92, your 50-day, and then you retest there at 2.958. And then you can work yourself back up to this candle here at 2.978, and then you retest at 2.997. But right now, we just have some sideways action. We got to see if we can get back above this price channel here at roughly 2.85. If you can, then that is still intact. If not, we have to look for this 200 SMA here. Now, here on your 4-hour chart here, you know, she's looking about the same thing because you look at this 2.77, lines up very nice with this 50 SMA here, 2.77, that's lost. You've got 2.73. Then we can come down here to your 2.67, which lines up very nice here with this 2.66. Okay, let's take a look here on a daily and a weekly. All right, your weekly chart here. Well, what are we looking at? Okay, so you're still back above, but that 8-day sitting at 2.69, and then your 21 right below that is sitting at roughly 6.2. Right now, you're still basically a sideways action there. Just is only Monday here, so you got plenty of time. Okay, so you're looking for this price channel here. You're looking at 3.018. This is the candle that you're really looking for at 3.027. Above that, then you got your 50 SMA, 3.26, and then 3.77. That is your upside. Okay, so let's take a look here on your downside. All right, you can see the big ass red candle. Okay, so you have a lower high and a lower low. Never a good combination. Okay, there's that 2.77 on the 8 SMA. Right below it here, you got 2.75. Then you have your 21-day 2.70, and then we have our 50 SMA here sitting at 2.68. Now, even if this sells all the way down, okay, and it even goes to this gap fill on this candle here at basically 2.66. If it goes lower than that, as long as it holds this 100 SMA here at 2.583, it's still very bullish, okay? Because you look at this candle here, you had a low, higher low, higher low. And if this comes down here, that'd be another higher low. That would still be very, very much intact there. So we can't just get too excited here. So on the upside here, well, you want to look to the bottom of this candle here. This is at 2.85. And then we look at this candle here. That's 2.68. And then what we do is then we'll look to the top of this candle here. You're looking at 2.947. We have 2.98. We have 2.997. And then we go to your retest here at 3.01. And then this bad boy right here, 3.027, which you just cannot seem to get above. Okay. But again, watch this. So now you're in this gap right here at 2.85. You're in there. So if it comes all the way down and these SMAs here don't hold, watch this 2.66. That's going to be very critical. Okay, that is your gap. There is your fill. Even if that's lost and it holds this 100-day, then you still have the same kind of action here, which has been really good trading because you got the low, rallies up, comes down, holds it, rallies up, comes down, holds it. Which, man, the scalping is just awesome both ways. So it's not really any big deal as of right now. You know, unless you're strictly bullish or you're strictly bearish, but never have an opinion. Just trade what you're looking at right here. Okay, so we're pretty much set on what we have to do for the upside and for the downside. We have to see how this all kind of shake out here this week. All right, I'll have more for you tomorrow morning before 8 o'clock on the crude and the natty gas. And thanks for watching.